Hi, everybody. Okay, so today I'm going to recap what happened on day 7 in the Diddy trial, and then I'm going to talk about Gene Dill taking the stand and how that's just going to be a disaster. All right, so let's talk about today. Today was a great day for the prosecution, especially in the morning hours. Uh, in the beginning, they resumed testimony with David James. Now, this was Diddy's ex personal assistant. And the really major things that he brought, that he talked about in his testimony, was he described an incident where Diddy was armed with 3 GUNs. They went down to talk to Suge Knight at a diner. It looked like Suge Knight was also carrying GUNs. It didn't say why everybody had, he didn't say why everybody had GUNs and what the hell was going on. Why are they mad at each other? What's going on? I think he said it more to uh, give you a better feel for the lifestyle that Diddy's living. And a lot of times these rappers come from a street life. Either they sold drugs or they around people that did it, that, do it. And so when the record labels really became scared of their rap divisions, they dropped them. This brought in room for legit drug kingpins to take over these companies. And so they were taking dirty money and making it clean. So any rapper in today's society is, it's just dangerous to be around them. So I think he was giving you that feel. It also felt like David James started working for Diddy. He was a clean cut guy, and it felt like he just slowly started turning into a thug. Okay, he admitted to being on drugs, using drugs. He said that Diddy had a tape of him using drugs. He also said that Diddy caught him one time using it and then told him, this is not good, don't do this. He also started getting out of control like Diddy. And at one time, the chef, her name is Jordan, he did this to the chef. So he just talked about also how Diddy didn't trust anybody. He made him take lie detector tests. He would search his phone history and stuff like that. He also testified that Diddy was a regular drug user. We know this. He said ecstasy pills shaped like, okay, I can't say it. We know Diddy's an addict. I believe everybody that came on the stand has told you Diddy is an addict. So, but it was good. It was good. It gave us a insight to somebody that was very close to him, how they live their life. He said basically that he worked 20-hour days and had like 5 hours a day off. That's not off. Okay. You don't have time to do anything. So if you want the prestige of working with a very successful artist slash mogul, then you have to pay the price and you have to live his life. And he didn't even go into detail about what was going on between Diddy and Suge Knight. Next to take the stand was Cassie's mother. She actually showed pictures to the jury of how the more bruises and things that Diddy did. She said she was aware that he was putting his hands on her daughter. And as a mother, I felt Cassie's mother's pain. Like, what do? You could try to help. She's just going to go back to him. But they talk about an episode where Diddy threatened to release a SEX video of Cassie. And he said that he would release the tape if the parents, Cassie's parents, didn't give him $20K. If that's not bribery, I don't know what is. He did this after discovering that Cassie had a relationship with Kid Cudi. To demand this type of money from Cassie's family, Cassie's mother said that she actually went and took out a loan to give him the money. 20 grand is absolutely positively like $20 to Diddy. But to someone else, that's a lot of money. So you're going to make them take out a loan and give it to you because you're upset that you found out that Cassie was with Kid Cudi. Also, she said that she kept pictures of Cassie's bruises just in case she ever needed them. Well, who knew you would need them? Because they showed them to the jury today. She also read an email from Cassie expressing fear for herself and Kid Cudi and their safety. So it was good to hear from Cassie's mother. It was great, actually. She also one time called the cops on Diddy. So, you know, when you're Cassie and you're caught up in the cycle of DV, there's not much more your mother or father can do because you're just going to run to him the next day. You don't leave until you're ready to leave. So I understood that. And I really like Cassie's mom. All right. So now let's move on. All right. So the next person to take the stand was after lunch. And this was an exotic dancer they called the Punisher. He's a professional escort. He keeps acting like he's a damn dancer. He's a professional escort that says that he got the nickname from his childhood. He said that he described what they paid him to do. He said they wanted him to perform a sensual scene for the couple. Sensual scene? Stop lying. Then he went on to describe what he was there for. Diddy came in the room with a mask. There was more oil, baby oil. He never ever said that he slept with Diddy. He said Diddy would watch and tell him how to move it to the left, do this, do that, choreographing what they do. And then at one time, they went in another room, Diddy and Cassie, maybe to rub the you know what into his nipples. And then they came back and said, you know, thank you for giving us privacy. And then he said that he did this about 10 or 12 more times. So he was a regular that slept with a couple. Not forced. It's not forced. I didn't hear. And if the prosecution thinks you could say because he told them how to move in an intimate moment, that's reaching to me. Even though I'm a huge Cassie supporter, that's reaching. So he told where it was and that Combs filmed it. All right. Now, it was great. Now, this is when it goes bad. They're back talking about what they do in their bedrooms, Diddy wearing masks, and this really diminishes their case. We got it. We don't want to hear about freak-offs every single testimony. People are questioning it now. They're saying, okay, all these exotic dancers or escorts that they're bringing in, not one of them have mentioned being with Diddy. That's true. So remember the rumors is he's bisexual and he does men and women. They have not put any man with Diddy. They also said that Cassie was the one that paid and Cassie was the one that called the Punisher to come over, okay? So we're not getting anybody else doing any of these phone calls but Cassie. I'm a Cassie fan, but I'm getting ready to tell you what this means to other people in a minute. All right, then they bring on a Homeland Security special agent. His name was Gerard Cannon. Now, this testimony was very hard to get through because I hate lots of objections, lots of sidebars, lots of recess. I can't stand it. Let's just hear what the person has to say and why they're here. But a lot of people say, and it's the defense that does it, not the prosecutors, the defense. And people go, well, Diddy's life is on the line and that's what they're supposed to do. Doesn't make me like it. I can't stand it. So it was full of that. He talked about the raids in 2024 and what they found. Okay, so here's what they found. They found AR-15 Pow Pow parts. I didn't even notice that until Perry mentioned it after we got off live. They found parts with the serial numbers had been removed. Okay, that might be something worth value, but parts, not the whole GUN. All right. Then they found bottles of baby oil. I don't want to hear about this again. My patience is thin, people. They also talked about X toys that they found. Now, I don't know if this is significant or not, this next thing. They said they found platform high heel shoes, 7 inches, in the closet. I'm going to need y'all to get to why that's important. Why was that even mentioned? So I'm thinking, maybe they'll get to that. But right now, just talking about it and not telling us the significance of that is not good. These findings support the prosecution's narrative of Combs orchestrating a system of control. Now, so that's what happened. So they had a great day with Regina and David. Then it went left with the Punisher and then Special Agent Gerard Gannon. I didn't understand these two testimonies. We're back in these people's bedrooms. I'm trying to move forward. I want to get to the RICO charges. I want to get to more testimony like David. I saw this. I did this. But I still think they had an overall great day. Now let's move on to this Gene Deal situation. Gene Deal came to court yesterday and everybody treated him like a celebrity. Yay, Gene Deal's here. Gene Deal is here. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to take the stand. He told another blogger he wasn't going to take the stand. I was like, then why is he there? It doesn't make sense why he's there. Well, now come to find out, according to the rumors, he is going to take the stand. So let me tell you what this article basically says. Title, exclusive, Diddy's bodyguard to testify. They don't even put his name in the title. Says that Diddy unalived Kim Porter. They're saying that the prosecution doesn't have any evidence on Diddy other than what we heard. They said they are prepared to go through more tapes and what happened in their bedroom, but they're not going to say who are the people on the tapes. All right, so now the rumor is they're going to bring Gene Deal on because they want to go into more of Kim Porter's story. Let me tell you something. The prosecution would be making a huge mistake. We are already losing the male African American community. Many of them are saying, especially the rappers, are saying, okay, what he does in his bedroom is his business. Y'all don't have none. Y'all just reaching. I'm getting ready to play some clips from Little Boozy in a minute. It's growing. They already, the black rap community, they're not feeling Gene Deal. They feel that if it was that bad, why didn't you do something already? And I'm telling you, Gene Deal is a good guy. But in that rap game, if you are considered a snitch, it's rap code. Okay, I didn't write the code. Don't get mad at me. They will turn on you. So they were kind of turning on Gene a little bit. Anyway, if you put this man on the stand and turn this into a Kim Porter case, when you didn't put that in your original charges, this is going to backfire on you. It might not backfire to the jury because these are a bunch of people that don't understand rap culture. If they convict Diddy off of something from Kim Porter, this is going to not be good. It's going to turn into another racial thing because they're going to say, you didn't do, what's the name? Hugh Hefner that way. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not even telling you what side I'm on. I'm telling you that's going to be a disaster. He has said with himself, I don't know anything about the freak offs. If y'all just do an abrupt turn, and then all of a sudden, now you're not talking about Cassie anymore, you're talking about Kim Porter, I think it's going to backfire. Because the rap community is going to say, you don't have a case, and now you're just grasping at straws. If it would have started out a Kim Porter case, maybe. But for you guys to do a complete turnaround, and now it's the Kim Porter trial, I really don't think that's going to sit well with people. But then again, who am I? I'm not an attorney. It's just a feeling that I get. So tell me what you think down in the comments section. Do you think it's a good idea for Gene Deal to take the stand? And if there's a huge possibility that the rap community is not going to like it, there may be a chance that the jury isn't going to like it. Until next time, bye for now.
I feel like a couple of them, they just trying to get a bag. I mean, they got all these bodyguards and shit. Like,
well, the bodyguards aren't suing.
With Cassie, it's either she was traumatized by what she been through.
Mm-hmm.
Either she was traumatized, she was sick and hurt, or she loved every minute of it.
Or both.
You know, it's either or. No, it ain't both. It's either or. It's either or, because if you said he done what all he did, allegedly did, then you traumatized. I mean, in one way. But it also can be a way. I've known women who, I had a woman tell me, I want you to come look for me and find me and grab me out the club and drag me out the club.
Oh, like a role play kind of thing?
No. I mean, I'm saying that to say she could have loved every minute of it, because if somebody making you fuck a bigger dick, a better dick.
Yeah, that was a weird one. I wasn't ready for that one.
Listen.
Okay.
Are you getting better sex while your man getting off? Then you say, after you do this, he buy you gifts. Then you say, when you try to leave, he come and get you and send people to get you. Some women love it. Some women like to go off and they man come back and get them. They love every minute of it, Vlad.
And from what I understand from some people I talked to, when she talks about the abuse, it actually went both ways. There'd be situations where she would start putting hands on him and then he would respond, and then, it would turn into a mess. Women, some women do that.